you ask me that. The goddess on the outside of the sarcophagus was Lamastu. In Assyrian myth, Lamastu was an evil demoness who preyed on humans. Many people cite her as the mother of vampire myth, and the engravings on and found around the sarcophagus portray a regal figure drinking the blood of his enemies. Now, this image is found in many cultures, specifically among those of royal lineage, but there is a quite scientific explanation.
He was the first LARPer? Oh my god.
A disorder known as porphyria. In short, it is caused by a deficiency of the iron in the blood, and in many cultures, for the nobility that could conceivably get away with the cure, the treatment was to drink human blood.
Oh, I have that too.
It is quite treatable today without having to drink the blood.
He knew the sweet ecstasy of... I mean, he drank blood?
Perhaps. Drinking the blood of your enemies is, if nothing else, symbolic. It can inspire fear in your foes and dissidents. Don't misunderstand me. I in no way believe it was a vampire. Vampires. That's what caused this whole mess. These maniacs believe they exist.
Why did you discover it?
That is, you see, in archaeology, one can spend years looking for a dig site, following local rumors, studying old maps. It's a complicated process, very boring.
This one is listening.
Finding and organizing a dig is the least interesting part of an archaeologist's job. Trust me, you don't want to hear about it.
Lying.
I don't know what would make you believe that. I have been very forthcoming with you so far. I think that maybe you are not as familiar with the process as me.
It called to you. No, you wrote... It wrote you.
Okay, I tell you, yeah, I was not even aware of the sarcophagus' existence until I received a package with no reply address in the mail. Inside was the information on how to find it and the key. Please keep it a secret, or I could be ruined.
Mesarok is inside, with no doubt.
That I can't be sure of, nor can anyone. But I promise you it is more likely to be filled with gummy bears than vampires. Perhaps maybe a mummy, but not likely the kind to go about chasing Abbott and Costello.
Can you tell me another story about vampires?
Not much, really. I'm an archaeologist, not a mythologist. But I do know that Lamastu, the Assyrian demoness, was thought to have been the inspiration for Lilith, the first wife of Adam in the Jewish Old Testament, another source of the vampire myth.
No more stories. I want in.
Ah, quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. By sheer luck, we were able to find the key not far from the sarcophagus. Why no one ever found it and robbed it? It's perplexing.
I want it, and I can't wait for Xmas.
How strange you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth Dane in Turkey. It was stolen before the sarcophagus even. I am still hopeful that the police find both pieces before the contents can be disturbed.
Where is the spare?
No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store. It's actually very sophisticated, and I meant to study it at the museum. I've answered all your questions. Do you think now you could please get me out of here? I don't care who you are or why you've had so many questions about the sarcophagus. I just want to leave this place.
Let's go on a cruise together, just you and me.
I don't know where you came from, but I will never forget this kindness.
Don't mention it. Or better, do. Nothing here. Asshole. Gee, did that weird Norwegian guy come with? What the fuck is lying on the ground there? Why is there a pigmobile there? This is weird. Another pigmobile. Seems to be covered in blood all over the place. Lots of blood. Hey, what's up with the pigmobile?
With whom do they think they're dealing? Attack me in my own building! They're desperate. They've shown their weakness. A last-ditch attempt to steal the prize.
Who indeed? Who are we talking about?
The Sabbat. A pack of shovelheads with cheap pistols was all they could muster. Two got a few stories up, but I took care of that. And my sheriff brought the rest their final death in the lobby. Sabbat animals.
Did you spit on them from the roof? Is that why they attacked?
Why else? The motive of every kindred in the entire city these last few nights. The Ankaran sarcophagus. They've been misled into thinking the sarcophagus holds a sleeping ancient. Their most coveted feasts. Diablerists.
Diablerie, this word is mysterious to me.
The Sabbat's infamy is in no small part due to their practice of diablerie. That is, drinking the blood of other kindred, especially older ones, until they are dead. Diablerists gain the power of those they've fed upon. And the Camarilla, this is an act punishable by death. For the moment, we've manipulated the press into reporting tonight's events as a terrorist attack. Their soldiers may be no danger to me, but their threat to the Masquerade is abundant. They must be destroyed. Can you meet this task?
They bullied me when I was weak, and now I return to the playground with a black belt.
The Sabbat have made their haven at the Hallibrook Hotel, right under our noses here in downtown. Kill their leader. The rest will scamper out of the city. This is the last time they ever set foot in Los Angeles. Before you go, Beckett told me you went to the Society of Leopold. Did you find out how my sarcophagus is opened?
Yep. Oh, I only answer questions for prizes.
Take your money. Tell me, what have you learned?
The vanishing crate from the Dane inside the key to that old box.
A key? Where? Do you have it?
Nope, but I killed the Pope. Bach was the Pope, right?
Not only did you infiltrate the Society of Leopold, but you managed to kill their greatest hunter. You certainly are developing a legend for yourself. Superb. A toast to you, and to victory over the Sabbat. And to Bach. May all his progeny meet such fates.
If hunters need their blood, they should keep it away from me. Sabbat 2.
The Sabbat must be wiped out before dawn. Then, when you come back, we'll begin the hunt for the key.
Right, sir. Ken.
You can always count on the Sabbat to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. They're reckless, but they don't normally try to attract this much attention. This carelessness warrants observation. I hope it doesn't become pandemic.
This makes all too much sense. I don't understand.
The Sabbat's goal is to stop Gehenna, which is very similar to my own, though they choose to do so through more violent, fanatic, and flamboyant methods. The Camarilla, on the other hand, suspends belief entirely. Or so goes the party line.
You belong to the same fraternity as LaCroix?
What I am is kindred. How others choose to categorize
You're a
themselves
werewolf.
concerns me only where local customs are concerned. Individualism is a path fraught with obstacles and sometimes angry mobs. But for all its hardships, it is the only one worth taking.
I digested Johansson's brain.
What did Johansson have to say?
Messerach, Assyrian overlord, is within. He might be dead.
Assyrian origin. Glad to see I'm not losing my touch. As for Messerach, I'll have to research that name, see what I can find.
Lama stew. The recipe is on the box.
Lama Stu? She was a Lilith figure. They represent empowered women and the threat of such women to male-dominated society. Strange she would be engraved on a king's tomb.
Question is, how does this box open? The answer is a key. What do I win?
The lock and key. An invention as ancient as greed. I should have guessed. All we have to do is find a victor in this nonsense. They'll be the one with the key.
I've given you the guts. Can you find the heart?
It seems to corroborate my own evidence. I'm going to have to study it a little more. Maybe dig up some information on Messerach and the Lamastu myth. I'm certain the key will show up in time. Your information is appreciated.
I wonder something else from you.
Excellent.
The White Tower is still standing, but the Sabbat are not. Why try?
It's simple. Someone's misled them into believing there's an antediluvian in this very room. They, and I suspect most kindred in this city, would love to sink their stakes or teeth into its imagined occupant. If indeed rocketing it to the moon was out of the question.
I'll ponder this as I devastate my enemy's ranks.
Well, perhaps for this pack, it's for the best.
Another morsel of your brain.
Excellent.
Now I purge Sabbat's blood from the gore of this city. Alright, fine. Hollowbrook Hotel, kill everything in sight. Not quite sure where the Hollowbrook Hotel is. But I'm going to see if I can pick up any money from that place.